Essentialism was created by William Bagley in 1938. But in order to understand essentialism and what it entails, you must first understand where it came from. William Chancellor Bagley was born on March 15, 1874, in Detroit to his parents William Chase Bagley and Ruth Walker Bagley. He graduated from Capitol High School in 1891 and chose to attend Michigan Agricultural College. Unfortunately, upon graduation, he realized he did not have the finances to purchase a farm. He was offered a teaching position in Michigan, and he accepted. And it was during this time that he realized his love for the art of teaching. He then continued his education and graduated from the University of Wisconsin with a master's degree in psychology. From there, he continued to Cornell University to obtain his PhD in psychology. And while he was there, he met and married his wife, Florence Winger. After graduating in 1901, Bagley took a job as an elementary school principal. And after a year there, he accepted another position as a professor of psychology at the Montana State Normal School. During his 4 years there, his dedication to the education of teachers was strengthened. This dedication to the education of teachers is what began the essentialism movement. Following Montana State Normal School, he taught for 2 years at Oswego State Normal School. In 1908, he was offered a position as professor of education at the University of Illinois. While at the University of Illinois, he created the University School of Education, which is still functioning today. In 1917, Bagley left for Columbia University, where he was the professor of normal school administration. During his time here, Michael Demashkovich wrote a book called An Introduction to the Philosophy of Education, where he labeled a group of educators, Bagley included, as essentialists. Thus, the term essentialist was created. Bagley viewed himself as someone who identified with the problems faced by school teachers and administrators. In 1937, he received an invitation to serve as the first president of the National Essentialist Association. He declined. He was asked again and declined again. The creation of the essentialism movement had begun. On March 1, 1938, Bagley delivered the Essentialist Platform. The platform stated that elementary and secondary schools were failing to meet the academic standard that was obtained in other countries. A large number of high school students were illiterate due to deficiencies in the earlier grade levels. And students in the high school level also had deficiencies in mathematics and grammar. Essentialism could have impacted education in many ways. Under essentialism, students would be under the guidance and direction of a well-educated, caring, and cultured teacher. A community of democratic culture would have been taught to each new generation of students. And the curriculum would have a logical and chronological organization to the subjects. Essentialism was highly critiqued by the progressives of the time. Progressives argued that teachers needed to give students subject matters that interested them, while essentialists believed that teachers could use a curriculum that not only met their needs but interested them at the same time. Progressives also believed in the freedom to learn, whereas essentialists believed in mastering lessons. Bagley retired in 1939, and shortly after, Hitler invaded Poland. With the threat of war looming, Bagley decided against holding any more official essentialist meetings. He believed that war took priority over education. Unfortunately, Bagley passed away in 1946, and with 2 of the 3 founding members dead, essentialism died with them. And while Bagley's desire to only invite like-minded individuals into the essentialism movement was meant to avoid extremists and those who opposed progressivism, it came as a double-edged sword. On one side, it kept the members true to the originality of essentialism, but on the other, there were no great minds left to lead the movement when the leaders were gone. And as someone who currently works in the school system and sees the same deficits in reading, mathematics, and grammar at the elementary school level, This reformation of curriculum and teaching methods could have prevented many students from not reaching their full potentials.